A mother came to my clinic not long ago. She sat down, looked slightly embarrassed, and said, "Doctor, my child's teacher calls him a model student, sits quietly, follows every instruction, never causes problem. But the moment he walks through our front door, he screams, he refuses everything, he hits his little sister, he falls apart over the smallest thing." She looked at me and asked, "What am I doing wrong?" And I looked at her and said, "Absolutely nothing. In fact, what your child is doing is one of the most beautiful things a child can do." And by the end of this video, I want every parent watching to understand exactly why. I'm Dr. Amara, consultant pediatrician, and today we are going to talk about something that confuses and quietly hurts so many parents. Why does my child save their worst behavior for me? If you have ever received a glowing report from your child's teacher and stood there thinking, "Are we talking about the same child?" You're not alone. This is one of the most common things parents bring to my clinic and one of the most misunderstood. Because from the outside, it looks like a simple equation. Child is good at school, child is difficult at home, therefore something must be wrong at home. And that conclusion, as understandable as it is completely wrong. But before I explain why, I want to talk about how this actually feels for parents, because I think this part doesn't get enough attention. You spend your whole day thinking about your child, you arrange your life around them, you are the one who wakes up at night, you are the one who worries, you are the one who loves them most fiercely in the world. And then you pick them up from school and within 20 minutes you are dealing with a meltdown over the wrong color cup. And meanwhile their teacher is telling you, "Oh, he's just wonderful, so cooperative, such a player." And you quietly wonder, why does everyone get the good version of my child except me? To understand why children behave this way, we need to talk about what school actually costs a child, not academically, emotionally, and neurologically. Think about what your child does all day at school. They sit still when their body wants to move. They stay quiet when they want to talk. They follow instruction even when they disagree. They manage conflict with other children. They regulate their frustration, their excitement, their sadness over and over again for 6, 7, 8 hours. Now here's the key thing to understand. All of that, every single bit of it, requires enormous effort from the prefrontal cortex. This is the part of the brain responsible for impulse control, decision making, and emotional regulation. And just like a muscle, it gets tired. By the time your child walks out of school, their brain ability to regulate emotion and behavior is genuinely exhausted. They have spent everything they had. I use this analogy with parents in my clinic. Imagine you had an incredibly demanding day at work. You were professional, patient, and composed all day. You smiled through difficult meetings. You held your tongue when you wanted to speak. You held yourself together completely. And then you walked through your own front door and completely fell apart. Maybe you snapped at someone you love. Maybe you cried over something small. Maybe you just couldn't hold it together anymore. Adults do this every single day. We just don't recognize it as a problem because we understand adult stress. Your child is doing exactly the same thing. They held it together all day and they came home and fell apart. The only difference is they are a child and their coping skills are still developing. So the meltdown looks bigger and the trigger looks smaller, but the process is identical. Now here's the part that I think is most important for parents to hear. Your child doesn't fall apart everywhere. They fall apart at home specifically, and that's not a coincidence. There's a concept in child psychology called the emotional savings account. Throughout the school day, your child is constantly withdrawing from this account. Every difficult moment, every held back feeling, every regulated response is a withdrawal. And by the time they get home, the account is empty. And here's what makes home different from everywhere else. Home is where they feel safe enough to be empty. Your child does not fall apart in front of their teacher. Not because they like their teacher less, but because they're not sure their teacher will hold them through it. They fall apart in front of you because somewhere deep in their nervous system they know you will. This is called co-regulation. Children regulate their emotion through connection with a safe adult, and you, the parent, are their primary safe adult. Your presence literally helps their overwhelmed nervous system feel safer. Which means the moment they see you, their brain finally gives itself permission to feel everything it has been holding. Your child is not giving you their worst, they are giving you their most honest, and they only do that where they feel completely safe. That mother in my clinic cried when I told her this because she had spent months feeling like she was failing when actually she was succeeding in the most important way a parent can. Her child trusted her completely. I want to take a moment here to reframe something because I think this changes everything. We tend to look at the child who holds it together everywhere as the ideal. The child who is well behaved at school and at home, calm everywhere, never a meltdown, always composed. And while that can absolutely be a sign of a secure, happy child, it is not always. In my clinical experience, children who suppress all emotion in all environments, children who never fall apart anywhere, are sometimes children who don't feel safe enough to fall apart anywhere. And that is something to pay attention to. Because children need somewhere to release, they need somewhere to be imperfect, they need somewhere to be fully, messily, honestly human. If that somewhere is your home, if that someone is you, that is not a failure. That's the most profound success of your parenting. The home meltdown is not a sign that something is broken. It is a sign that something is working. Your child feels safe. Your child feels seen. Your child trusts you with the parts of themselves they show no one else. Protect that trust because it is one of the most precious things in your relationship. Now I want to be practical because understanding why this happens is important, but parents also need to know what to actually do. So let me give you specific actionable guidance. First, understand the transition window. The 20 minutes after your child comes home from school is the highest risk time of the day. Their emotional tank is empty, their brain is tired, and they are transitioning from highly structured environment to a more relaxed one. That transition itself is hard for young children, so what not to do is those first 20 minutes. Do not immediately ask questions. Do not pile on demands. Do not hand them a screen. Do not try to have a conversation about their day. What to do instead? Have a quiet snack ready. Keep stimulation low. Be physically present without making demands. Just let them decompress. Think of it like a pressure valve. They need to release slowly before they can engage. Give them that time and you will notice the meltdowns reduce significantly. Second, stop asking how was school. I know this sounds small, but this question almost never works. For a child whose brain is already exhausted, how was school is too big, too open, and too demanding. Their brain generally does not know where to start, so they say fine or nothing, and the conversation dies. Instead, try asking something specific and low pressure. What made you laugh today? Who did you sit with at lunch? What was the most boring part of your day? These questions are small enough for a tired brain to answer, and they open the door without forcing it. Third, give them a soft landing, not an interrogation. When your child walks in and you can see the storm coming, the most powerful thing you can say is almost nothing. A simple, tough day, I'm here, you're home now. These phrases do something remarkable. They signal safety without demanding performance. They tell the nervous system you can relax now, and a relaxed nervous system is a regulated one. Fourth, hold boundaries without adding fuel. Validating your child's emotion does not mean allowing harmful behavior. When the meltdown happens, and it will happen, stay calm. Your calm is the most powerful tool you have. Your nervous system helps regulate theirs. So if you escalate, they escalate. If you stay steady, they can begin to steady too. Use short, simple sentences. I can see you're really upset. I'm right here. We'll figure this out together. And if behavior becomes harmful, I won't let you hit. I will help you calm down. Firm, calm, present. That's the formula. Fifth, reconnect after the storm. Once your child has calmed down, don't just move on as if nothing happened. Take a quiet moment to reconnect. A hug, sitting together, even just 5 minutes of your full undivided attention. This repair is incredibly important. It teaches your child that relationships survive hard moments, that love doesn't disappear when behavior is difficult, and that coming home even on the hardest days is always safe. Before I finish today, I want to say something directly to every parent watching this. You are not failing. The fact that your child falls apart with you means they trust you completely. That trust was not given to you automatically. It was built through every time you showed up, through every time you stayed calm when it was hard, through every time you held them through a storm instead of walking away, through thousands of small invisible moments that you probably don't even remember, but your child's nervous system remembers every single one. And it knows, I'm safe here, I'm loved here, I can be myself here. Your home is their safe place, you are their safe person. And in the world that asks children to hold so much together every single day, that is the most important thing you can be. If this video helped you see your child or yourself a little differently today, please share it with a parent who needed to hear this. And if you have questions or you want to share your own experience, leave a comment below. I read every single one. I'm Dr. Amara, consultant pediatrician, and I'll see you in the next video.